World's richest YouTubers. Let's go. Today we are reacting to the world's richest YouTubers. Hopefully, in a few years we will be on this list, but for now we're not.
Loads of people dream of starting a YouTube channel in the hopes of becoming the next David Dobrik or Mr. Beast, and it's pretty easy to understand why. These famous YouTubers are rolling in money, but just how rich can our favorite e-celebs get off their videos and ever?
Let me tell you one thing. You shouldn't start YouTube for the money, you know what I'm trying to say. You need to start it for the passion, inspiration.
Expanding sub counts, the real numbers are sure to shock you. That's why we're about to unload the biggest, richest, and most famous YouTube success stories the world has ever seen. And you won't believe how much these YouTubers are actually making. Ready to take a look? Let's get it on. Mr. Beast, arguably being the inventor of the now massively successful genre of videos where a YouTuber gives away or spends a ridiculous amount of money to some group of people at just 22 years old, it isn't a stretch of the imagination to state that Mr. Beast is one of the most influential figures in the history of this platform. Of course, you can't be giving away millions without first having and making millions, and that's what we're all here to hear. Just how much cold hard cash is Mr. Beast pulling in? Well, that number's hard to lock down because Mr. Beast has one of the most successful merch empires in YouTube history, with a recent video of his showing that he sold more than 67,000 limited edition shirts and hoodies within a 24-hour sale. At the lowest price, that's over $2 million made in a day, and the hoodies cost
holy $2 million a day, Mr. Beast. No wonder give away with that money.
Insane spending, like giving away an $800,000 island or giving away $1 million cash every time he throws a competition. We know he's pulling in some undeniably monstrous dough. Still, let's look at numbers from nothing but his YouTube views, because even that fraction of his income is enough to blow your mind. In an average year, the main Mr. Beast channel makes $13,860,000, and honestly, that's still a pretty conservative estimate. That's more.
Holy, no, I think he makes way more than that, probably like 4 or 5 times that. But holy,
more than $160 every single minute. Talk about making money from your dreams.
Every minute, that's crazy.
The undeniable king of gamers in YouTube, Felix Schellberg, is leaps and bounds the most subscribed to YouTuber on the planet. With the incredibly long-lasting dynasty PewDiePie's built, it's no surprise that being the only person to ever gain more than 100 million subscribers is a very lucrative
Mr. Beast is also on 100 million now.
His personal brand and his ever-changing high-quality merch lineup, Felix drops a different video every single day, usually pulling in between 6 and 10 million views. Numbers like that are what let him own homes in both England and Japan. And
we're struggling out here. We're pulling like 20, 50 views, but hopefully soon we will be pulling in like 10 more views a day. Like, that's crazy.
So what kind of numbers does a channel getting billions of views a year generate? Well, conservative estimates place PewDiePie's annual ad revenue above $12.2 million per year. While he isn't quite the type to flex, in a 2019 video where he analyzed websites guessing his net worth, he claimed that the numbers were still
increased his net worth to 68 million. Very old data, isn't it?
In the face of his incredible.
That was 2 Sigma mil right there. Very old data for 68 mil.
Incredible success. Felix remains a humble and relatable guy, and that's exactly what keeps us all coming back for more. David Dobrik, one of the most famous vloggers in the history of YouTube, Slovakian-born David Dobrik, has done incredibly well for himself at the young age of 24. With multiple channels, each boasting tens of millions of subscribers, it isn't hard to understand how David keeps surprising his friends with Teslas and Lamborghinis, on top of keeping a $120,000 Model X and a $240,000 Ferrari for his own enjoyment.
He's not afraid to flex. He's not afraid to spend. Look at this Lambo right here. Something you got.
You've got to have an appropriate couple of luxury vehicles when you're living it up on a $9.5 million mansion in the heart of Los Angeles. But how does David Dobrik get it all done? Well, with an average of nearly 4 million views on his channel per day, it's estimated that Dobrik's pulling in around $6.6 million a year from AdSense alone. Of course, with status that.
This is a lie. This video is a lie. This is a fraud. He doesn't make money from AdSense. He said that before. So, how am I like gonna outsmart the video? Like, this video is dumb.
Sponsorships and merch sales make up a much larger chunk of his true income. So his channel's revenue is probably just going into a hefty retirement account for when his Tesla Model X can drive itself to a mansion on Mars, which I'm sure David will happily be.
That is a face palm moment right there. Let's listen to that line one more time.
Count for when his Tesla Model X can drive itself to a mansion on Mars, which I'm sure
when his Tesla Model X can drive itself to Mars. So that's so cringe.
David will happily be vlogging about along the way. Dude Perfect. Initially a team of 5 friends with a passion for combining sports and physics, Dude Perfect has gone on to become one of the biggest names in modern entertainment.
Holy, what's this dumb advert?
Designer today.
No way, man. Bro, we hate adverts.
Sitting on a
we actually hate adverts.
Unimaginable 53 million plus subscribers,
53
along with multiple network TV shows and several other side projects. After becoming the symbol of trick shots and sports world records, the internet is so infatuated with. Dude Perfect's audience currently outnumbers that of the NBA, MLB, and NFL combined. So with an audience the size of several nations, it's not hard to imagine that their income flows from a huge number of sources, making it hard to track as a whole. But just taking a look at some of the ways the Dude Perfect team has expanded their business, it's clear to see that 53 million subs rakes in some serious cash flow. With their average 8 million daily views, the Dude Perfect channel nets at least $14.22 million a year, which means each of the 5 founding members is netting the average American salary just about every week. Who knows what they'll be putting that money towards next, but if their past is any indicator, we can be confident they'll keep shooting for the moon and beyond. Dan TDM. Minecraft is one of the biggest
every man's childhood, man.
Games on the planet, being the most watched game on YouTube in 2019 and being sold to Microsoft for $2.5 billion. Now the question is, who's getting all those sweet views that put Minecraft at the top of the YouTube most watched list? Well, chief among the thousands of Minecraft Let's Players is Dan TDM, the UK-based YouTuber who set the Guinness World Record for most views on a dedicated Minecraft channel with 7.9 billion at the time of the record, which has since been absolutely smashed, currently standing at over 17 billion at the time of this recording. Of course, that number climbs every single day and will likely only increase as Minecraft isn't showing any signs of slowing. But by just how many views is Dan breaking his own world record on the daily? Well, on average, Dan's channel gains 6.5 million views every single day, which makes Dan not just the biggest Minecraft YouTuber, but also arguably the richest, making at least $17,000 a day or a whopping $6.1 million a year. That's just from the views on his channel. Add to that his merch lines, brand deals, and live shows, and Dan TDM has mined some serious diamonds. Jelly. A YouTuber made famous for his beloved video game Let's Plays of popular titles like GTA and the smash hit Fortnite. Jelly's excitable, relatable personality and love for gaming rocketed him to be a YouTube phenomenon, with almost 20 million subscribers and climbing. Through his popularity since starting his channel in 2014, Jelly scored a lucrative sponsorship deal with G Fuel, the gaming energy drink famously associated with PewDiePie himself. And to be signing the biggest YouTuber on the platform, you know this company isn't offering small potatoes to the gamers it signs. Of course, sponsorship numbers are kept private, so while we can't know exactly what Jelly is raking in from his entire career, a recent estimate placed his net worth around $25 million. But with our secret knowledge of the algorithm, let's see just how accurate those numbers really are. With the constant flow of gaming videos on Jelly's channel, he reliably gets about 10 million views a day, which adds up to, on the low end, about $18 million annually from ads alone. Markiplier.
Crazy.
It's easy to forget how huge Markiplier's influence really is with his relatable and comfy feeling, small-scale gaming, and subreddit reviewing content. Nonetheless, Mark Fishbach is one of the most influential YouTubers, not just in the gaming sphere he came up through, but on the entire platform. And with a nickname like Red PewDiePie, you know he's going to be making some PewDiePie-esque gains. Aside from the likely hundreds of thousands of dollars channels as big as Mark's are assumed to earn per sponsored video, Markiplier launched a high-end clothing company called Cloak.
He just said hundreds of thousands of dollars per sponsored video.
Alongside fellow gaming YouTuber Jacksepticeye, a brand targeted at, you guessed it, gamers. With over 51 million subscribers between them, 27 million of which are on Markiplier's channel, Cloak has definitely got a huge amount of gamers copying their products. But we're here to see what kind of money a 27 million subscriber YouTube channel makes. So, with an average of 6.4 million daily views, a conservative estimate is an annual income of nearly $12 million. Not bad for only being Red PewDiePie, that is. James Charles.
James.
At the young age of 21, James Charles has accomplished more than most people could in multiple lifetimes.
But you already know
Besides
like
shaking the beauty industry and
like
preconceptions about what a beauty influencer
much.
can look like to their core, James has created one of the most massive, influential makeup empires the world over. In late 2020, James's new sister merch line was shared on social media by the likes of Kim Kardashian herself, just to give you an idea of how big a deal this guy really is. Add his nearly 22 million subscribers on top of all that, and it's not hard to understand that James is pulling in some big sister bucks. So a purchase like the $7 million, 10,000 square foot mansion he moved into in 2020 really doesn't seem like too big a splurge for someone of James's caliber. So while estimates rank his current net worth at somewhere around $12 million, I'd venture to say that's extremely low. With 4 million average daily views, his YouTube channel alone is generating at least $7 million annually. And that's not including all his major sponsorships, brand partnerships, and successful makeup and merch lines. Having done so much in such a short time, the sisters are all eager to see where James's ever-growing success will take him next. Unspeakable. Unspeakable is a Texan-born YouTuber who at the young age of 22 has already accomplished more than most people could ever dream of. With a respectable 8.5 million subscribers on his main channel, Unspeakable, also known as Nathan, gets to make a living uploading playthroughs of his favorite games with his friends who, together with him, make up the collectives, Proper Productions, and the Squad. And with his rapid rise to fame, of course, also came the rapid rise to wealth that one expects from young YouTube royalty. With 5 different channels, each associated with a different aspect of the Unspeakable YouTube empire, such as merch, toys, and of course, Let's Plays, Nathan's generating a healthy amount of revenue for himself and the Squad. But just how much does a channel like his main one alone pull in? Well, just looking on the lower end, it's safe to say that the main Unspeakable channel makes well over $13 million every single year, or more than $1 million a month. Add on to that his merch lines, sponsorships, and all his other ventures, and you could almost say Nathan's true net worth is pretty unspeakable.
Look, let's go back. Look at this. It's a house on an island. This is I need to buy one. I'm gonna be real.
Sniper Wolf. One of the most versatile YouTubers on the platform, SS Sniper Wolf's channel has managed to survive through years of massive shifts in content. From gaming videos to reactions and vlogs, Sniper Wolf has become the queen of almost every niche found on all of YouTube. With such a long-lasting career and her ever-present videos on so many topics attracting such a wide, varied audience, Leah is, as of late 2020, the most subscribed female YouTuber in the world.
That's what I said.
With 22 million subscribers at the time of recording. With a title like that, along with her Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Gaming YouTuber, Leah's sure to be pulling in the big bucks. And we're here to confirm that aside from her obvious sponsorship deals and merch lines that likely make up a large part of her income, the Sniper Wolf channel definitely makes a mind-blowing amount of money. With her average 15 million daily views, Leah's channel makes at least $27 million annually. That's enough to buy a James Charles.
I'm sorry. What? Holy 27 mil a year. Damn, and people from
mansion every 3 months,
from
or enough to buy 2
only,
Tesla
right?
Model 3s every single week. I guess looking surprised in every thumbnail really pays off.
That's 27 mil. That is mind-boggling. Like, that is crazy. Subscribe if you want to see your boy crash on one of these videos in like 2020 something. In the future, bye.